Imagine buying a car you know could kill you, not might, could, and not because it's broken, but because that's exactly how it was designed. Now imagine there's a waiting list to buy it, thousands of people desperate to hand over their money for something that terrifies even professional racing drivers. That's the Ferrari F40, and this is the story of the most dangerously beautiful machine ever built, and why the world couldn't get enough of it. To understand the F40, you need to go back to 1986. Ferrari was in trouble, not financially, but reputationally. The brand that defined raw speed for decades had started making cars that were comfortable, quiet, refined, and enthusiasts were furious. Ferrari had gone soft. Enzo Ferrari, the founder, was 88 years old. He knew this would likely be his last car. So he made a decision that shocked the entire industry. He took a prototype built for Group B rallying, one of the most dangerous motorsport categories ever created, stripped it down even further, bolted on number plates, and called it road legal. The result was the F40. Unveiled in 1987, Ferrari's 40th anniversary, Enzo's final gift to the world. Here's where the physics gets terrifying. The F40 weighed just over 1,100 kilograms, lighter than a modern hatchback. But underneath that featherweight carbon Kevlar body sat a twin turbocharged V8 producing around 478 horsepower. Ferrari actually lied on the spec sheet. Independent tests confirmed it was even faster than advertised. Now here's what makes it genuinely dangerous. Modern performance cars are packed with electronics. Traction control cuts power the moment a wheel slips. Stability control corrects the car before you notice a problem. ABS stops your brakes locking up. These systems react faster than any human ever could. The F40 had none of this. Zero. No traction control, no stability control, no ABS. Just you, the road, and 478 horsepower going directly to the rear wheels with nothing in between. The twin turbos made it worse. Turbos don't deliver power smoothly. They build pressure and release it all at once in a sudden violent surge. Press the accelerator, nothing happens, then the full force of the engine slams into the rear wheels simultaneously. Professional drivers described it as the car trying to kill you without warning. A World Rally Championship driver once admitted he crashed an F40 and nearly burned to death. Not a beginner, a world champion. Even Lando Norris, a current Formula One driver, had his F40 crash in Monaco, and he wasn't even driving it. The car scared someone else off the road just by existing. So what did Ferrari do about the danger? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. When journalists criticized the car for being too extreme for public roads, Ferrari's response was essentially, that's the point. They said publicly the F40 was for the most enthusiastic owners who wanted nothing but sheer performance. No compromises, no apologies. And here's where human psychology gets fascinating. The moment people were told this car was dangerous, genuinely, seriously dangerous, they wanted it more. The waiting list exploded. Ferrari planned to build just 400 examples. Demand was so overwhelming, they ended up building 1,315. Speculators drove prices to 7 times the original list price almost overnight. One car sold for £1 million. And incredibly, by 1990, only 10% of all F40s were actually being driven. The rest were locked away, too valuable and too terrifying to use. The more dangerous it was, the more desirable it became. Today, the F40 is worth up to €2 million. and it is still crashing, regularly, because nothing has changed. No software updates, no safety recalls, no electronics added over the decades. It is exactly the same raw machine it was in 1987. As one expert put it, they will never be allowed to make another F40 today. Modern safety regulations make it impossible. It could only exist in the brief window it was born into. Enzo Ferrari died in 1988, just 1 year after revealing his final masterpiece. He never saw the million-pound sales, the crashes, or the global obsession that followed. But the F40 wasn't just a car, it was a statement. That speed has a price, greatness demands sacrifice, and the most unforgettable things in life are always the ones that scare you. If you want to see the car that came after the F40 and made it look almost tame, that video is next. Subscribe so you don't miss it.